Washington, D.C. tonight, Didi, where 800 National Guard troops will be taking to the streets in the coming days to address crime in our nation's capital. D.C.'s police force is also now under federal control.
Our capital city has been overtaken by violent gangs and bloodthirsty criminals, roving mobs of wild youth, drugged-out maniacs and homeless people. And we're not going to let it happen anymore. We're not going to take it.
Now, any request to take control of the city's police department for more than 30 days must be passed into law. Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth spoke about what residents can expect from troops patrolling the district.
There's no rogue law enforcement going on from the National Guard, but there's also the application of common sense. We're not going to have National Guards just sitting there like this, seeing a crime committed and not do something about it. You can help somebody, interdict, temporarily detain like we did in Los Angeles, and hand over to law enforcement.
Do you guys
Those are the types of things that National Guard can...
Some bangs, we've seen police officers running in all directions.
I almost feel a little desensitized to it in a way because it seems to be of the norm. It's actually pretty scary that these teenagers own guns.
Live to Baltimore, Los Angeles, also Chicago tonight, all cities that the president signaled out as potential future targets as he seeks to expand his crackdown on crime.
Cracking down on crime and homelessness in the nation's capital.
Our capital city has been overtaken by violent gangs and bloodthirsty criminals, roving mobs of wild youth, drugged-out maniacs and homeless people. And we're not going to let it happen anymore. We're not going to take it.
800 members of the D.C. National Guard are expected to be deployed. This means military police, medical support, and even aviation units will be supporting local law enforcement.
The police are and they're told, don't do anything under any such, and you can see they want to get at it. And they're standing there, and people are spitting in their face, and they're not allowed to do anything. But now they are allowed to do whatever the hell they want.
The major points Trump made alongside his appointees were the need for cracking down on juvenile crimes, serving law and order.
What I can tell you is this. I see too much violent crime being committed by young punks who think that they can get together in gangs and crews and beat the hell out of you or anyone else. They don't care where they are, but they know that we can't touch them. Why? Because the laws are weak. I can't touch you if you're 14, 15, 16, 17 years old and you have a gun.
And Trump doesn't want to see this federal crime crackdown in just D.C. He wants to see it in sanctuary cities as well.
We have other cities also that are bad, very bad. You look at Chicago, how bad it is. You look at Los Angeles, how bad it is. New York has a problem. And then you have, of course, Baltimore and Oakland. We don't even mention that anymore. They're so far gone. We're not going to let it happen. We're not going to lose our cities over this. And this will go further. We're starting very strongly with D.C., and we're going to clean it up real quick, very quickly, as they say.
Trump mentioned recent juvenile crimes like a former DOJ staffer being brutally beaten by teens after trying to intervene in an attempted carjacking, and teens shooting at one another in Navy Yard over the weekend. Because of that, a Navy Yard curfew was put into place until Wednesday, banning teens 17 years old and younger from gathering past 8 p.m. A citywide curfew is in place from 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. until August 31st. Trump also claimed that D.C. had higher crime rates than countries notoriously known for crime.
The murder rate in Washington today is higher than that of Bogota, Colombia, Mexico City, some of the places that you hear about as being the worst places on earth, much higher.
And he's also putting D.C.'s homeless crisis into federal hands as well.